Welcome adventurers, I am Boon23 and my friend Skyrim Explorer has asked me to speak all of the fantastic texts for this video, and I feel deeply honored. Some of you may already know my YouTube channel. I'm doing mostly vanilla Skyrim challenge playthroughs like playing Skyrim on legendary survival difficulty, leveling up in just one skill and nothing else. Let's get back to this video though. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to become a true shoutmaster in Skyrim. If you've ever wanted to shout with almost no cooldowns, this guide is for you. To speed up, we'll join Hedvar, taking the second door.
We're escaping, Hedvar. You're not stopping us this time.
Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these bones. You better
loot the chest with the key.
You better get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings too. Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there.
Ignore the Stormcloaks.
Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason with them.
Is someone there?
Hold up now. We only want to.
Can't hide from me.
Ignore the Stormcloaks.
What was that? Come on.
Come back here.
Try not to get killed.
Death to the Empire!
Take lockpicks from the table and from the knapsack. Loot the mage and take the Spark spell tome through the front door.
I'll see you.
Take me.
It's twitching out there.
Re-equipping this novice hood will provide us with a constant pool of 30 magicka. It's enough for this tutorial.
I'll make you pay.
Loot the skeletons.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to
Ignore
go?
all the
Where's the way
Stormcloaks.
out?
Just give me a minute. Let me think.
Did you hear something?
What was that?
Take the gold. Ignore spiders. Loot the cart. Ignore the bear. Head to the Flawless Emerald. Take the flawless emerald. Head to Riverwood. Chop 6 firewood. Talk to the blacksmith.
Ysmir's beard. Hadvar. How do you know him? I'd be glad to help a friend of Hadvar. What? That explains what I saw earlier. A trap. The Jarl. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in what.
Take all that he's offering.
I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help your.
Take all the ingots and craft iron arrows.
Things look quiet enough here. Come on, there's my uncle. Uncle Halvor.
Thank Talos. A friend told me about Helgen.
Loot the chest inside and steal the hunting
Secret will
bow.
Get you something to eat. You can Sigrid, we have company.
The hunting bow is downstairs. It will be the main weapon against dragons, and I'll also use it to lure enemies.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Sell everything we don't need to the Riverwood trader.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. Yeah, well, I don't know what you... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Keep the arrows, hood, and lockpicks. Heading to Whiterun stables to discover important cities on the map. Activate the map marker of Whiterun stables.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Traveling in the Reaches. Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. My carriage is... Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Wait till daytime. Selling the crops will allow us to borrow horses from this stable.
You ought to cover your, unmentionables.
We could always use help picking crops. Honest pay for honest work.
Let's go to the Shadowstone. Let's activate the Shadowstone for invisibility once a day. Buy the Fury and Muffle spells from the mage in the Blue Palace.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion,
Now off to Bleak Falls Barrow. Use the Fury spell on bandits so they won't chase you. Wait for the fight to start. Waiting for the guy to die. Taking care of skeevers. Short bursts of fire are very effective, using only little magicka and dealing a lot of damage. To cast the Muffle spell, we need to have 123 magicka. Equipping the Novice Hood will help with that.
is someone coming? Is that you, Husky? I know I ran ahead with the claw, but I need help.
Freeing the guy from the web. 2 shots to the web should be enough. We need to find the body of that guy and retrieve the golden claw. Thanks to the muffle spell, other Draugr won't wake up. Only this one is scripted to always wake up. Luring the Draugr upstairs. Avoiding the powerful Draugr. Don't forget to have the muffle spell active. We need to get through the door undetected, or the Draugr will follow us. Ignoring all three Draugr. We will defeat the boss by fooling his AI. Taking the Dragon Stone. Back to Riverwood Trader to return the Golden Claw.
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me.
400 gold for you. Haha. It's time to pay a visit to the Jarl of Whiterun.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
I just think we need more information.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then.
So,
the Jarl
you were
will want
Helgen.
to speak to you personally.
You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute. Especially now. By Ysmir, Irileth was right. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber. Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby.
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon.
It's time to defeat the first dragon.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been. I know it's bad.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Irileth and the guards will be helping a lot.
Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Avoid the dragon's breath. A single hit could kill you. Use your bow and aim carefully to avoid wasting arrows.
Put you down. Take him down. It's our best chance to die this day, dragon. Now you're going to pay!
If you can safely get close enough, the spark spell works very well too. Quickly open the map to fast travel to the palace before its marker disappears.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons?
You heard the summon. So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more to it than that. Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn? So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thume, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. The Greybeards. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards. High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in...
I need to ask you to stop. That shouting is making people nervous. Can't say I've heard of any laws against whatever that is you're doing. But I'll lock you up if I have to. I've got my eye on you.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny.
To see you again, my Thane.
It's time to fly to High Hrothgar. On the horse, haha. Alternatively, you can take the longer route by fast traveling to Helgen and then following the road through Ivarstead.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in unrelenting force. Ro.
Fus Ro! Fus Ro! Fus Ro!
We will perform your next trial trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Boy. Master Boy. X. Wool. Now, your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
To avoid bandits, head a little to the right of the marker. Cast a muffle spell and sneak. Use the Shadow Stone power along with the Muffle spell to run undetected.
No one bests an orc.
Try not to touch the enemies. You need to get through the door undetected or Draugr will follow you. Wait 24 hours to reactivate the Shadowstone power, but don't use it yet. You can try to acquire the first word of the useful shout Become Ethereal. Use the Shadowstone power to remain undetected. Activate the Whirlwind Sprint shout to get through the gates. Avoid fire traps and kill 2 small spiders. Use your bow to remove the web. Don't use fire, or the giant spider will wake up. Reactivate the Shadowstone power, but don't use it yet.
You hear that? The others must have found something.
We'd better go see. These can tend to themselves for a few minutes.
We need to leave the bandits' camp area to be able to fast travel. Watch out for the cultists from the Dragonborn DLC. Try to avoid them.
You might consider putting on something. Anything.
You're that visitor been poking around. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Give me a mug of ale.
Coming right up.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
I need some more ale, Orgnar.
You've had more than enough. Besides, you still haven't paid for the last one.
Close the door.
I'll find some coin for you, I always do.
Now we can talk.
Until then, I've no ale for you.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. I hope so, but you'll forgive me if I don't assume that something's true just because the Greybeards say so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does that make me Dragonborn too? I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking! It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Right over the burial mound to activate the dragon.
Sahloknir.
It is possible to lure the dragon to the orc stronghold nearby. They will help in the fight a lot.
Has been silent for too long. Your voice is no match for mine.
Your death brings me on.
voice is strong for a lord.
I'll skin you alive.
Some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we could get into the Thalmor Embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor Embassy. I've been doing this a long time, remember? While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Sounds good. Be careful.
Yes? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you.
We give them all we have. There's not much of it anyway.
Gotta go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't... go to a party at the I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Elenwen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I see.
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Of course not. Purely a formality. Now, I need to see your invitation.
Often the day before the party.
Of course. Just bring it to me when you find it. Your invitation, please.
There's not enough drinking.
Thank you, Ma. Go right in.
Here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh,
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Don't worry. My parties are always well stocked with the finest food and drink available in this country. But first, you were introducing yourself. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim?
Take the wine from the bar.
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the...
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
Yes, Madam Empress.
Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend. Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork.
It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way.
Attention, everyone!
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Let's go, before anyone notices us. Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Want her in their bed, although most of you are already in bed with her.
Take all your things from the chest.
Figuratively. Of course.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder.
Cast a muffle spell.
Let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Use the Shadow Stone power to sneak by unseen.
Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself.
Reactivate the Shadow Stone power and cast again the muffle spell.
Get worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering. From a dragon. If a dragon dash.
Enter the building while staying out of sight of the guards.
But I need that money.
Wait for the guard to go away.
I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks.
Take the journal from the chest before the mage comes.
Stop, please. I don't know anything else. Don't you think I'd have told you already?
Silence, you know the rules.
This is the safe area. Guards can't reach you here, only with spells. That's why it's important to cast Fury first and then attack them with sparks to deplete their magicka. Now, just in case, we can reactivate the Shadow Stone power. Now read the journal and repeat the process with the rest of the guards. Saving Melbourne is not always possible, but it's not required.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm dead
traitor.
already.
Move. Slowly.
He's got to be here somewhere.
Take the trapdoor key from the guard's body.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope
You
it was
can
worth it.
optionally release the prisoner.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah. Come on. This way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
Beware the troll.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just
Go straight to the Ratway.
I had another run-in with a thief's guild.
Be careful, Leo.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time. Double.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
I don't know, Trough. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Cast the Muffle spell.
Always acting like such a big baby. I've gotten us this far.
This far? We're looking to see. They said you'd have a house as big as the Blackbriars by now.
Cast the Fury spell on the archer.
Don't worry about bashing people's heads in. I'll worry about the guild, okay?
Okay, okay.
I'm going to check the entrance to the Ratway. Be right back.
There's someone there. God damn you!
God! That's your best, huh?
Do your worst. Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Reactivate the Shadow Stone power and cast the Muffle spell. Reactivate the Shadow Stone power and cast the Muffle spell.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her, and she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap.
Stone. No.
Ah, indeed. Indeed. I do remember. Delphine really is alive, then. You'd better come in, then, and tell me how you found me, and what you want.
Ink
There
pot,
we are.
Stone, bucket, book, knife.
That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a Dragonborn can stop him. But no Dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. Yes. We should proceed cautiously.
Cast the Muffle spell and make sure Esbern opens the locked door.
Ink pot, stone, bucket, book, knife.
What was that? There's the...
We can help Esbern in fight using the Spark spell.
Yes, yes. Closer. I will.
Huh?
Don't you see? Elven supremacy is the only truth.
You shall not abandon. You can't hide from me.
Ha! Found you. Death is the only way out of your misery.
I'll see you burn.
You wish to defeat me? Possible. Damn you!
Reactivate the Shadow Stone power and cast the Muffle spell. I forgot about sneaking. But luckily, the Shadow Stone was enough.
Where are you?
Cast the Fury spell again on the archer.
Someone there. Damn you!
If there are enemies nearby, the Thalmor agent, we can escape from Riften through the nearest gate.
Delphine. It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Now then. I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate... Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach, during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Alduin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Alduin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Alduin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes. But there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
Make sure you have the Shadowstone power available and cast the Muffle spell. Waiting until Esbern and Delphine kill all the enemies.
Time to end this cave.
Only step on squares marked with the arrow symbol.
Here's the Blood Seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look
Try
here.
dripping blood on
You see
the
how the
carpet.
ancient blades revered Reeman Cyrodiil?
It's coming to life. After you, Dragonborn. You should have the honor of being the first to separate this.
There's no telling what we might find inside. Fascinating. Original Akaviri bas-reliefs, almost entirely intact. Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead. Shaw's bones, here it is. Alduin's wall, so well preserved. I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Akaviri sculptural relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on art history.
Yes, yes. Let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords. The legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord-taught masters of the voice are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all the news of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
You've retrieved the horn of Jorgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. We would speak to you. Meis nu isir dovasebrom daman da rock. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. Clear skies will blow away the mists, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Watch the ice wraiths.
Greetings, Wunderneek. I am Paarthurnax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech. Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it, if you are Dovahkiin. I have spoken. The Rotmular waits.
Learn the Fire Breath shout from Paarthurnax, but do not shout at him. leave the throne of the world and enjoy unlimited shouts. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you followed all these steps, you now have a character able to shout again and again within a few seconds, making shouts an incredible effective power of destruction, of outsmarting your enemies and of protecting you from their attacks. If you have ever wondered what a true Dragonborn would feel like, now you can. And I, Boon23, want to thank Skyrim Explorer again for allowing me to speak in his beautiful videos. I have learned so much about Skyrim from him, and it's always a pleasure when he comes up with a new great build. I am so glad we are friends. Have a great time and take good care. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you. Feel the love.
Boon23, thank you so much for lending your amazing voice to this tutorial. Your talent truly brought this guide to life. And you, my dear viewers, be sure to check out Boon23's channel for more awesome content.